Hey, what's up everyone? Spencer Su here, your tech realtor of the Bay Area. Welcome to my new series. We will be reviewing what developments are happening in every city across the Bay Area. Many of you know that are local here see projects and construction happening all the time. But did you know that most cities across the Bay Area have plans to redevelop areas over the next decade? Now, before we begin, if you are tired of renting in the Bay Area, are a homeowner looking to do a trade up for a bigger home, or if you're wanting to sell to move to a different location, I would love to connect. Click on the calendar link and let's set up a time to talk. It's never too early to talk about options and work out on a game plan. If it is too early though, it's all good. Feel free to sign up to my personal newsletter or go on my real estate search portal in the link below, where you will see all available properties on the market and get a free home evaluation if you like. Let's get started. Let's learn how Palo Alto is set up right now. Palo Alto comprises of over 16,000 acres and is approximately 43% of this area are parks and preserves, while another 15% consists of open space. The remaining area is actually nearly completely developed, with single-family uses predominantly at about 21%. Only 0.5% of the city has vacant land. Now, there are 35 neighborhoods in Palo Alto, and neighborhoods built prior to the 1940s generally have a traditional pattern of development, with relatively narrow streets, curbside parking, and street trees between the curb and the sidewalk. And also, many homes are oriented to the street, with the parking often located at the back or the rear of the lot. Now, many later neighborhoods were shaped by the modernist design ideas popularized by the famous builder and architect Joseph Eichler. The houses are intentionally oriented towards private backyards and interior courtyards, where expansive glass brings the outside in. Curving streets and cul-de-sacs further this kind of sense of a private living scenario. So, what are the plans for Palo Alto over the next decade? There are several main key developments. The key developments happening in Palo Alto are actually around California Avenue and the Caltrain station. The area between Oregon Expressway, Alma Street, and El Camino Real are going through changes where there's going to be a lot more live workspaces and a lot more mixed use opportunities. You can see through the map the plans in place today. The bigger areas of change for Palo Alto, though, is a lot more affordable housing projects. These are always very difficult to build because developers do need incentives to build these types of lower income properties. So how does a city as expensive as Palo Alto help assist with this? Now, outside of giving the developers money, they can rezone specific areas, which you can see mostly around El Camino Real and the Caltrain stations, so they can increase the density, maximize the building size, reduce the amount of parking ratios. However, these are not guarantees because developers will want to build as long as it makes financial sense for them. Will they still be profitable after these types of projects? If they won't, then these projects may not actually happen, which is always a challenge with these kind of long-range plans. Their goal is to create roughly around 2,000 units by 2030. There isn't as much interesting projects for Palo Alto given the lack of space that's available for them to build. As mentioned, there's only 0.5% of vacant land, which are already all taken into account already at this time. However, at the same time, this affordable housing project will be really interesting for a city as expensive as Palo Alto. The average home in Palo Alto these days is about $3.5 million for a single family home. So it'll be interesting to see how the affordable housing will impact the school system, but also how it would impact the city, one of the most prestigious cities in the Bay Area. I hope this was helpful to see what is actually coming down the pipeline in the beautiful Palo Alto. Leave a comment with what you think and if there are any cities I should cover next. If you want to talk about buying, selling, or investing in the Bay Area, let's talk. I'm never too busy to have a private conversation and share how I can help you every step of the way. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and click on that notification bell. You'll be notified every time I release a new video. Thanks for tuning in to another episode, Engineering a Better Life Today. Thanks for making it to the very end of my YouTube video. If you like the content, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that little bell as well, since it'll give you notifications of when my next episode is. If you know of anyone that is considering to buy or sell a home here in the Bay Area, I'm never too busy to help more people. Always welcome to have a conversation, regardless if you're ready to go right now, or if you wanted to buy 5 years later. Click on that calendar link, and then you'll be able to book an appointment with me and love to have a conversation about your situation. In the meantime, I also do have a monthly newsletter, so feel free to hit that link below, and then you'll be able to get my updates, personal updates that I write once a month in terms of what is going on with the market and some of my latest activities. Hope to see you at the next one. Thank you.